This video is brought to you by thepuzzler.com.
Problem number 1 through 5 from the AMC tenor. What is the value of this fraction? So we can start simplifying from the bottom up. So 3 plus 1/3 is 10/3. So that's going to become 3/10 plus 3 over 1. So 1 over this plus 3. So this is 3 plus 1 over 33 over 10. So this equals 3 plus 10 over 33, which is 109 over 33. Okay. Number 2. Mike cycled 15 laps in 57 minutes, and if he's traveling at a constant speed, how many laps did he complete in the first 27 minutes, approximately? So we can set up ratios, 15 over 57, and same thing for 27 minutes, right? So same ratio. So now we can evaluate this ratio as 27 times 15 over 57. This simplifies, this becomes 9, this becomes 19, and this is 135 over 19 equals x. Now, since we're approximating, we can like set x equals, or like make the bottom 20, so it's approximately 140 divided by 20, which is 7, so we can check 19 times 7 equals 133, which is very close to 135, so we can't go above 7. So that would give us our answer of B. Okay, what about number 3? For number 3, we have that the sum of three numbers is 96. The first number is 6 times the third number, and the third number is 40 less than the second number. What is the absolute value of the difference between the first and the second numbers? So we have, start with the middle number, let's call it x. Then the third number is x minus 40. And the first number is 6 times the third number, so x minus 40. Now, if we add up all three, we should get the sum of the three numbers, which is 90. So 6x minus 240 plus x minus 40 equals 96. This gives us that 8x equals 96 plus 280. If I collect terms, or if I collect the constants and then divide by 8, I would get 12 plus 35 equals 47. So, in case you can't see the algebra, right here. Okay, so now if the middle term is 47, the term after that is 47 minus 40, which is 7. And then the first term is going to be 6 times the third term, so 7 times 6, which is 42. What's the difference between the first and the second numbers? Well, that's just going to be 47 minus 42, or E, and that's going to be our answer for that one. Problem number 4. So in this problem, we have a different way of measuring how efficient fuel is. Instead of measuring it in miles per gallon, we're measuring it in liters per 100 kilometers. So not only are we switching the distance and like the measurement unit, we're also switching the order that we measure it in. Instead of distance over how much like fuel we're using, it's the other way around. So we have to keep that in mind. So suppose that 1 kilometer equals m miles and 1 gallon equals L liters. Which of the following gives the fuel efficiency in liters per 100 kilometers for a car that gets X miles per gallon? So if the car gets X miles per gallon, then it gets X over M kilometers, because we can divide X by M to get the number of kilometers. And it does this in L liters, because 1 gallon is L liters. Okay, so now if we divide both sides by L, we would get that X over ML kilometers in 1 liter. Now, we're trying to find the number of liters for 100 kilometers. So we would need to multiply both the number of kilometers and the number of liters by ml over x to cancel out this x over ml. And since it's 100 kilometers, we multiply by another 100. And we do the same thing for liters. So we get that 1 kilometer in 100 ml over x liters. So that would give us our answer, which is E. All right, problem number 5. So square ABCD has side lengths 1. PQRS each lie on a side of ABCD so that APQCRS is an equilateral convex hexagon with side length S. What is S? Okay, so I already have a picture drawn here. You can see that the hexagon is consists of like 4 sides that are directly from the square, and then 2 of them are some tiny diagonals. Okay, so we know that this is S, and then AB is 1, so this is 1 minus S. So this is also 1 minus S because this is S. And then we can fill all these in. So now that we know that this is a right angle because it's a square, so that this SR can be found using Pythagorean theorem. It's going to be 1 minus S root 2 because it's a 45, 45, 90 triangle. And we know that all sides of this hexagon are equal, so 1 minus S root 2 equals S. So root 2 minus root 2S equals S. So root 2 equals S plus root 2S equals 1 plus root 2. So we're factoring out the S. Okay, so then we have that S equals root 2 over 1 plus root 2. But we see that this isn't an answer or one of the answer choices. And that makes sense. I mean, we have a radical on the bottom, and usually we want to rationalize that. So what we do is we multiply by the conjugate. So we get root 2 times 1 minus root 2. And that would get us rid of that square root. So 1 minus root 2 over 1 plus root 2. So 1 minus root 2. This gives you root 2 minus 2 over 1 squared minus root 2 squared, so 1 minus 2, which is negative 1, which gives me 2 minus root 2, which would give us our answer of C. And we're done.
Thank you for watching this video. If you liked or enjoyed this video, make sure that you give it a like and subscribe to our channel. For more amazing content, you can check out thepuzzler.com.